Alright, our pattern is traced out. We're going to use the angle grinder to rough cut and rough grind the blade out. Alright, so our blade is rough ground. We're going to get the belt grinder out and grind down the final shape. Alright, so the shape is finalized. Instead of grinding on bevels first, I'm actually going to heat treat it. I've been reading a lot on blogs and forums, and it's easier to prevent warpage if you heat treat before the bevel grinding. So we're going to heat treat and then grind the bevels. So before I put the blade in the fire, I just wanted to kind of talk to you about the heat treat process. What we're going to do first is heat the blade up to a cherry red color and then quench it in oil that's 135 degrees. What that's going to do is bring the carbon out in the blade and make it so it's very hard. After that, we're going to put it in the oven at 400 degrees for an hour and a half, and that's going to take off a little bit of the hardness so it doesn't shatter when we're using it. Okay, so it is now the next day, and the blade is hardened and tempered. One thing I did forget to mention is you want to drill your holes before you harden it, just in case you accidentally harden the handle, because in that case it'd be impossible to drill through. Our next step is going to be to grind away the slag along the edge, and so we can mark out the center and start our bevels. So now we're going to mark out the center line for the bevels. What we're going to do is take this black Sharpie and color in the edge of the blade. It doesn't have to be perfect, just enough to show the center line. After that's done, we're going to take a drill bit that's the same thickness as the steel and mark out scribe a line. And you're going to want to make multiple passes. And if you see that the line is uneven, simply flip the blade over and repeat. Now that we have the center line marked out, it's time to grind the bevels. Alright, so our blade is ground with a 120 grit belt. We got all the forge scale off. Now it's time to hand sand. We're going to start with 120 grit paper and move all the way up to 1000. Alright, the blade is polished up, sanded to 1000 grits. Now it's on to putting a handle on it. Alright, everything is squared up and the blade's taped, ready for epoxy. I'm going to mix up some 2-part epoxy, and we're going to clamp it together, and we'll be ready for final handle shaping. Alright, the handle is complete. I did a little bit of hand sanding off camera, but it's finalized. Now we're going to put some stain on it, and I'll be back to show you that before I put some poly on and finish up the knife. Hey y'all, thanks for watching. I had a fun time working on that knife, and I can't wait to bring y'all more content. If you enjoy this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so I can get you more content out there and so other people can see it. Thanks.